Just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. And here is Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in 2019 to lead them.
Last week, when you go back and watch and study this tape, Mike, the problem is at the quarterback position, you need to be a difference maker. Last week, they were trying to overcome his poor performance, and you're just not going to be able to do that week in and week out at this level. Your quarterback has to be a driving force. He has to be a productive player within your system, and when you turn the ball over the way he did last week and not really lead to any points or any real sustained success on offense, that is a hard combination if you expect to win. So they're going to need more production, they're going to need more touchdowns, and they're going to need less turnovers. It's asking a lot. It's a big change from last week, but without it, I don't know if they can expect the results to ever change.
They'll try and run here with Benson. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. Murray. A pass complete to Noah Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. On the zone read, a give to Benson. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. On the toss, they go with Benson. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Devian Clowney there in run support. Murray on 3rd down. Oh, he's got him. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Panthers have it. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Carolina. And that is the dream start for this defense on the opening drive. They get the first points of the game. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except convincing enough to overturn the call on the field. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Murray gonna hand this to Benson. The speed on display. He's in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Arizona. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
$7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. I mean, he wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all of the focus is on you, your play has such a direct correlation between wins and losses that when you don't play your best, the magnifying glass is on you. So bounce back this week. He needs to be more productive in the passing game, generate more big plays, and then eliminate the turnovers. He cannot continue to throw the ball to the other team.
They'll go again with Hubbard. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Another run here with Hubbard. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Motion man set right. On 2nd down, Young. This one taken in by Chenault. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Young hands it to Hubbard. And just a short gain there, down to the 38. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Young. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Young. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. He'll get this to his tight end, Jatavian Sanders. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. They'll run with Hubbard. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will dive into the end zone. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Panthers. Slides extra point, up and good. And the Panthers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's Marvin Harrison Jr. and the Cardinal offense heading back out onto the field. And he is right up there amongst the league leaders when it comes to receiving yards by a wideout this year. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out. Uh-oh. He'll get this close to the 1st down marker, taken down just shy at the 38.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Returnable from the 17. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Panthers offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already just in this 1st quarter of play. Young to throw on 1st and 10. That's going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Zaven Collins. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
Now give up the middle, it's Benson. And he's got it, first down. A pickup of 4.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Benson. A second effort, and he's in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Give him a 2nd touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On first down is Young. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Young. They'll set up the screen here to Hubbard. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Young. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
So, 4th down, and Ryan Wright on to punt it away. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Here comes a return, and he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cardinals offense and running back Trey Benson getting ready for their next drive. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Murray now to throw on 1st down. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
At the 25-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. They get 12 yards on that pass. It's good for a Cardinals first down. First carry for James Conner. And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet. They'll get him down for no gain.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Here's Murray to throw. That is caught, and he's in. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Arizona. Seibert out now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Cardinals will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. And we show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. Young to throw on first. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Young. That one taken in right side by Leggett. Hubbard. And he'll get forward to about the 42. Backs melted there to get him down. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Hubbard. They'll bring him down right at the 35, but that is good enough. They pick up the 1st down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
Now Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here's Young to throw. There's a short one caught by Sanders. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Young. That into the hands of Hubbard.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. Sly's kick is good. And the Panthers cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense and their running back set to go once more. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That one is complete to McBride. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter. Now a quick throw taken in by Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Again, it's Murray. He'll find his tight end, McBride. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He'll come up now for second down and 4. Throwing again is Murray. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. To throw again is Murray. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll get about pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. Murray's going to throw again. He's got it at the 3. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal. Seibert's kick is good. And the Cardinals are going to open up a 2-touchdown lead, 24-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Young to throw on first and 10. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half.
With the score, Cardinals 24, Panthers 10.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they trail the visiting Cowboys at halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Brandon Ayuk up near 100 yards receiving with a touchdown as well. The former Florida State man, Trey Benson, had it going in the first half. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I would call this...
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They motion a receiver right. On 1st down is Young. They'll set up the screen here to Hubbard. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop them. That will be no gain on the screen. A 2nd down throw for Young. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. The motion man is Sanders. From the gun, it's Young. Back to the right, caught by Sanders. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Young. This one taken in by Chenault. On the give, it's Hubbard. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Nice here, White, able to make the tackle. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And it's going to lead to 4th down. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, it's Benson. He plunges forward for a couple of yards to Devian Clowney. There in run support. 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Murray. He'll get this one complete to Brown.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Again, it's Benson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Working out of the gun, Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down? They'll try and throw for it with Murray. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Murray looking to throw. That one incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
On third down, Murray. A throw on the run is complete. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cardinals will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 2. The motion man is Sanders. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Young. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's Young. That one taken in right side by Legette.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They'll run it. It's out of the gun, and it's Hubbard. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They send him right out of the slot. On 2nd down, Young. Now he'll run it. And Young will have a first down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. To throw is Young. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Here's Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's 3rd and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his big tight end, Jatavion Sanders. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Cards offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Offside, defense. Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. He'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the move, left is Benson. And he'll have enough to move the chain. 3 yards. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Benson. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Play action. It's Murray. That's to the tight end, Elijah Higgins. And he's going to be taken down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So, really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
And this is too far. Now, Jonathan Gannon not sure here about that
Previous
call.
play is under review.
They're looking both at the feet to see if 2 were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down. Seibert's extra point is true. And the Cardinals will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Panthers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. That's over the middle to his tight end, Sanders. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. A throw left side caught by Sanders. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. A 2nd down throw for Young. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Out of the shotgun, Young. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Young. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. To throw, Young. And he'll take it on in. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers. Slides, extra point, up and good. Panthers are able to cut the deficit to 10. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
On 1st and 10, here's Benson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. On the zone read, a give to Benson. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. The Panthers, they're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. 3rd and long. So it's a win for the Cardinals. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. Look like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory.